When you go into the customer journey mapper, it will ask you a number of questions about your business. This is just a sample, so there's only a few, but just to see how it works. It asks you questions, you get drop-down lists, and you can either select one or you can select more than one in some cases. In each time, you can confirm your response, so you get a chance to change your answer if you want. And as it moves on to the next question, you could always go back to the previous one in case you've suddenly thought, oh, actually, no, I need to change that. And the questions you get depend on the answers to the previous questions. So for example, here I ask if you've got a company website. So yes. And the next question then is about your homepage. Here's one on using Facebook. Then have we won any awards? Not yet. As I said, this is just a short selection of 12 questions from the Journey Mapper. But it just gives you a flavour of how easy it is to use. I hasten to add, by the way, these answers are not true for my business. And then you go to results. So what do you get? You can download your journey map and you can download recommendations. So what does your journey map look like? Well, here's an example. So this is for any company. We split the customer journey into 4 sections. So the first is how somebody becomes aware of your business. Then it's how they get the information to decide whether or not to buy. Then it's what steps do they take to buy. And then more importantly, what happens afterwards. So that creates a nice picture of your business, showing you all the customer touch points. But the really important thing is that you also get a set of recommendations. So you've got some instructions as to where to start, and for each of the 4 sections of the customer journey, you will get a set of recommendations. Now, some of them are just common sense. So for example, in this case, I answered at one point that we had a shop and people weren't always available to greet a customer as soon as they came in. So I just get a little note there to say, try and make sure somebody's always available. So simple common sense thing that you can implement straight away. Sometimes you get a link. So for example here, so if you remember, I answered that we haven't entered the business for any awards. So here it's, well, actually it's a good idea too, because you get good media coverage. So get some advice here. So I click on the link, and this brings me up to a page written by an expert. So in this case, it was Louise Turner. Thank you, Louise. And here are some key tips. So why you should enter awards. And here are the top 5 tips on how to do it. So each of these will give you some specific advice written by experts. We've got one here about marketing strategy. So if you haven't got a detailed marketing strategy, why do you need one? What do you need to do? Thinking about superheroes in this case. In another case, we've got one about one-to-ones. So if you're not getting a good amount of business from one-to-ones, what do you need to do about that? And here, so this is why. Here's a strategy to go through. And that's it. So straightforward, common sense advice, and hopefully you'll be able to use it. It will work for your business like it's worked for many others. And let us know how you get on. Thank you very much.